it out, man. Just Alchemist. It's the God right here.
Don't pee right here, you know what I'm saying? And don't be scared to get shitty, man. You know what I'm saying? UGTV is going down.
What's good, y'all? This is Music Soul Channel right now. You are checking out UrbanGrindTV.
What up, man? This is Ludacris, and right now you are watching UGTV.
What's happening? It's the Teflon Don Ricky Rouse. And right now you rocking with UrbanGrindTV. It's going down. Waka, Flocka, man. Pluggedfella installed 10 10 minutes. UGTV don't go nowhere.
Yo, what's up? It's Eric Sermon, the Green Light Bandit in Chi-Town. UGTV, you know how I do all day. Represent that. You know what time it is.
You out Santana, and right now you checking out UrbanGrindTV. Dipset for life, Skull Gang forever, Slow Bucks, keep up. Ooh.
What's up, it's the Patty Cake Man, and you are watching UGTV right here.
It's Big Snoop Dogg, UrbanGrindTV, you understand me?
UrbanGrindTV, Face Mob in the building. I'll let your motherfucking boy.
What's good? We outside on 104th in Maryland, right here in Roseland. Pullman community, about to launch the official street order campaign, call to action to stop all senseless killings and shootings, increase the peace, you feel me? So we're doing it right here in the hood, with people from the hood, you know what I'm saying? We ain't having to stop the violence event when ain't nobody around violence. We're bringing the real people out here to talk about real issues, man. Check in soon.
It's very important what we're doing here today, and we want to thank Waka Flocka for coming out, for Brother Bo Deal for coming out, for my elder, Brother Kublai to already come out, and most of all, to thank God for letting my grandchildren and my son to come out. You follow what I'm saying? I know I don't need an introduction like that to everybody. I am Gator. You follow me? I think it's very important that we set down law in the streets in order for us to stop the violence within our community. And it starts from an individual being culturally enriched. You follow what I'm saying? So for Waka to come to the Wild Honey, to go to the A. Philip Randolph Museum, to go in to see the A. Philip Randolph was a powerful man. And I know Waka with his creative juices and his flow to a beat, he might see a picture on the wall where he can let it be known that, hey, if A. Philip Randolph could do it then, he can do it now. And what I mean by that, A. Philip Randolph was an African-American leader who created the first African-American union, labor union. He's also the one that helped put the March on Washington together. If it wasn't for him, you wouldn't have heard the speech, I Have a Dream by Martin Luther King. It's the 50th anniversary of the March on Washington. When we see that the Supreme Court did what they did to our rights to vote, we understand the importance of Waka Flocka coming to the hood to let the young children know what it means to them. With that being said, I'm gonna let them tell you what it means to them.
I love Waka Flocka. It's my neighborhood. Tell them the young adults, stop the killing.
My name is Martell. It means a lot to me to see Waka Flocka here in Chicago. All the killing and stuff, like stop the violence, stuff like that.
Tell you to be yourself, and when you do, they judge you. They tell you to be yourself, and when you do, they judge you. They tell you to be yourself, and when they do, they judge you. Tryna push my niggas through this industry. All this shit we going through. Put my nieces, nephews, and my little cousins through school. Sound scan checks coming in my future clear. Do they judging me off interviews? Never off the good shit. Always pinpointing bad shit. Fucking critics hate them. Criticizing other niggas' life. Get your own life. Why every time I turn my back, a friend grab a knife? Family drugs talking to me, telling me I need some more. Till a nigga OD. Shaking now I'm on the floor. Thinking about my past life and all the crazy shit I did. Devil in Jesus Christ. Can't go wrong, do is right. Don't ever let them get the best of you, best of you. Don't ever let them get the best of you. Don't ever let them get the best of you, best of you. Don't ever let them get the best of you. They tell you to be yourself, and when you do, they judge you. They tell you to be yourself, and when you do, they judge you. They tell you to be yourself, and when you do, they judge you. Words can't alter my ego, so bulletproof. Hard in the paint when double platinum. No hands with truth.
So you know, first of all, I appreciate you coming. Real talk, you know, man, 18 years, you know, funded by MC, state, local government, as far as, you know what I'm saying, you here primarily because nobody before us was telling the black story about the contribution of the black community to the civil rights movement. So we're the 8th Philly Runoff Pullman Museum, dedicated to 8th Philly Runoff. We started the first black labor fund. They got the first collective bargaining agreement with an American company, you know what I'm saying, to make sure that blacks got their duty, their just due in labor history. Right across the street, this Pullman Wheel Works, where they used to build the wheels for the actual trains. They converted it into apartment buildings, so you know, now you kind of got the car at ×3, but you know, we're trying to change the whole neighborhood up. This 8th Philly Runoff speaking in New York, Malcolm X. They kind of was mentoring, 8th Philly Runoff kind of mentor all the young people like Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, stuff like that. All the people in New York, like everybody who was on that movie Hood, they was getting ran over by the Italians. All the people that stood the longest was us right here in Chicago, you know what I'm saying, down there in Bronzeville. And they made sure, you know what I'm saying, we pretty much did what we did. This guy right here, his name is Ken Bridges. He got killed in D.C. by the sniper. He started a network called Multi-Network that kind of taught people about buying and owning black, you know what I'm saying? So his slogan is, if not now, when? If not us, who? You know what I'm saying? He's like, man, we got to start making our own money. We got to start our own network of business so we can provide for ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Right here, this the 1963 March on Washington. Now this is the 50th anniversary of that. That's why it's so important that you're here right now, because what they was doing as far as organizing for the March on Washington was monumental. Martin Luther King, he was 26 in this picture. You know what I'm saying? He was young. And these were his elders, these were the OGs that was over him, pretty much showing him how to get out. And nobody really wanted to rock with him. They like, man, he too radical, he too this, he too that, you know what I'm saying? And they like, nah, he the one, you know what I'm saying? So you see the similarities. You trying to come say something, people like, nah, who was Waka to say stop the violence? He made violent music. We like, nah, who better to say stop the violence? Somebody who can really talk to people that's gonna listen to him, you know what I'm saying? So that's why we really wanted to bring you out here so you could really see what's going on. And so we could wrap you up into the movement. So, you know what I'm saying, when you're going across the country, you see the similarities between what you're doing with Brick Squad and what they was doing. They had a newspaper called The Messenger. And that's how they was able to organize the March on Washington across the whole country. So what I see y'all doing is, you going around to every state. You linking up with the real people, you know what I'm saying, in the neighborhoods, you know what I'm saying. You bringing everybody together to create a national movement. That's the same thing they did back then. And the result was, bam, now we got, you know what I'm saying, a whole civil rights movement that changed the face of America, you know what I'm saying? All off of young people, off the blood, sweat, and tears of young people trying to do their thing, you know? So all we trying to do is commend you for what you're doing, because we appreciate you coming out here, you know what I'm saying, linking up with Bo, because what just you linking up with Bo, that's stopping the violence, creating more economic opportunities out here for people, you know what I'm saying, creating jobs and economic booms, that's making people want to be prosperous. When people don't have no money, of course it's going to lead to violence, because they frustrated, they mad, they salty. When you ain't got that, you know what I mean, that's where it's all from.
Here in Chicago, it was in the 1960s when they passed the state bill, when at that time Mayor Harold Washington was a state legislator, and he was trying to prevent him from making it a law, but keep it in the black community. And so they voted him out the pocket. And so they made a law, became a law. Okay? So a lot of people don't understand that money was flowing in our community. We had to go nowhere.
Right, you know.
Because the money changed hands 15 or 20 times before it went outside the community. You know? And so that's the problem that they got with it. They don't want people else to become independent. And then they got a lot of them psyched out thinking we don't want to accept our own responsibility.
You know, one of the things that's key, why I be pushing David like I do, is the fact, like I tell him, you culturally enriched. You're a president of a damn museum within the neighborhood that people didn't even know existed. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? See, what this move doing with the whole street order piece and all that, you know, with the United Peace thing on it, my whole move was this here. I can see him directing my grandchildren to do the right thing. I can see them going to the neighborhood and say, look man, we're around walking now, And we came to a museum where it was a young brother was the president. You know what I'm saying? If we don't bring them to shore, they don't take to the community and talk. You know what I'm saying? So I'm 61 years old. And I've been in this hip hop shit for damn near 40 years. You know what I'm saying? Before Jay-Z and them blew up, they all had to come by us to show them how they can get $250,000 just doing a concert and not slanging no drugs. So we had it where one week it'd be the Stones doing a concert and the BDs and the GDs and the Vice Lords, it was mandatory for us all to come and spend money with them. They had control of everything, the popcorn, the t-shirts, the everything. No violence. Anybody that did anything violent, all of us went at them. You know what I'm saying? The next week, it'll be the BDs. Same lady. You know what I'm saying? And when it was like, damn, we got $250,000, man, 300-something thousand. Man, it makes sense. I'm just saying that I know you. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, within that 40-something years, I've been watching you too. You know what I'm saying? You know, and I can't carry a note to the post office. But my whole thing is here, man. I know that you culturally inclined just to help enrich you. I appreciate it. And I ain't planning to do it, but you can tell your mama I see that.
Real time. I just gotta stay home.
Naki the Beat Man for UrbanGrindTV with my man Waka Flocka here. Street order trying to get this violence out of the city of Chicago in the streets. Flocka's here. He's gonna tell you some words real quick. First of all, man, thanks for coming to Chicago. How you been?
Been good, man. Hustling and grinding, man.
Yeah, man. So what's your take on this violence in the city of Chicago? I know you're here to help out and try to promote and do some things. What's your take on it?
My take on it is like, you know, you can't tell a kid to put something down that they ain't even educated about. The most I could do is come here and try to generate some money here. So create opportunity, because most of them doing it because they ain't got no money in their pockets. Or it's retaliation, it's revenge. You know what I mean? Like you can't tell a kid to put a gun down when somebody just shot at them or they keep calling, threatening them, or you know what I'm saying? They sending warning signals. Like what they gonna call a cop? Only thing the police gonna do is help pick a dead body up. That's in the mind of a child.
So you think it's lack of opportunities for the youth in Chicago?
Of course, that's what it is. Like if all of them had a job and they had money in their pocket, like you ever thought about this? A man with money ain't gonna complain. Or a man potentially getting some money ain't gonna complain. But a man with no goal, no future in his mind, he feel like he can't get no money. He always gonna be mad, agitated, like he's mad at the world. You know what I mean?
So tell me, what do you think your plans would be to try to help generate some money here in Chicago?
You know, from my profession, I could do nothing but give free concerts. You know what I'm saying? Like I picked up a Chicago artist, Bo Dill, so I was trying to create a job that way. So on his side of town, he could do something. And maybe the other side of town to see the difference. You know what I'm saying? They could be like, yo, we need to start pushing this. That's the only way we're gonna stay alive. That's the only way we're gonna stay free.
So what's the latest with Waka Flocka? I know you still got your Brick Squad thing going on. What's the latest?
The latest on Brick Squad Monopoly, I finally got my copywriting done, like all the paperwork finished. I'm about to go overseas for 2.5 months. When I get back, it's gonna be on.
So what's you got a new project coming out, correct?
Yeah, I got a new project coming out, Pluggedfella Part 2. And that's history right there, man. You know what I mean? I dropped Part 1 in 2010. They changed the sound of hip hop. Everybody running with that sound right now, and that's 3 years ago. I feel good for that.
So in closing, man, you know, a lot of people watch this show, and you have a lot of fans that, you know, follow you and follow your career. What are some words of encouragement that you can give to the youth of Chicago today?
I can tell them it ain't how you start, it's how you finish. You know what I'm saying? Like a person will always judge you for who you was, but who you are, they ain't better accept it because you wasn't who you was today. You know what I mean? So it ain't how you start, it's how you finish.
Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you, brother. It's Waka Flocka right here doing it big. Street order, holding it down. UrbanGrindTV.
It's popping, man. It's Waka Flocka. You watching UGTV Squad.
the beat man for UrbanGrindTV, Violator doing it way big. Got my man Caleb James in the building, street order, trying to stop this violence in the city of Chicago. How you doing, bro?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
I'm blessed, man. I just found out something dope about this dude. Can I tell them? You know who fathered his dad, Steve Huff. The great producer Steve Huff from Chicago did all the big records for Avant and a lot of people. So what's going on with you? What you got going on? What you got coming up?
July 15th, man, my project. This is my second mixtape, The Jones, so Save Money, definitely doing big things. We're going to have the show, The Jones Live, with the whole Save Money Army at Reggie's on the 19th of July. So, you know, it's just really that time to turn up, you know?
So what's your take on this violence here in Chicago? It's real crazy out here in the streets. If you was to tell somebody that's listening right now, what's your take on what's going on in the city of Chicago right now?
Violence don't really solve anything. You know what I mean? It ain't gonna solve no problem if a dude owe you money and you wanna kill him. You just wasted your time because you ain't never gonna get your money back. You feel me? And you know it's just senseless. And everybody can just be cool and everybody can be happy and we can all be brothers and sisters out here. You feel me? Like it's just unnecessary, really. You know, it ain't really too much. I'm not very a violent dude. I don't really speak about that in my music or anything, so I don't ever want to try and portray that image to, you know, young kids. So, you know, just we out here trying to stay positive, you feel me?
Oh, God, so if anybody want to get up with Caleb James, what's the best way to get up with you?
Hey, get up at me on Twitter, Caleb James FBSM, and you can follow the Save Money Army at the Save Money Army, at Save Money Army.
Feel you, no doubt. Naki the Beat Man, UrbanGrindTV. Let's get it. Naki the Beat Man holding it down. UrbanGrindTV, Violator DJ in the building with the First Lady of Chicago. My boo Chella H in the building.
What's good? Shout out my boo Naki. I'm in the building. Chella H, the First Lady of Chicago. Showing some love for Street Order, this wonderful museum. 44, shout out Dave, Pluggedfella Music Group. Y'all know what it is. Chella H is only right I come through. Seeing as though I'm holding the streets down. What's good?
What's good is on the serious side, Chella. Now, you know, you've been doing your thing in the city for a long time. And the violence in Chicago has really turned for the worse, you know. So give me some like words of encouragement, some things that you can tell the youth that watch this show on what they can do to, you know, actually better the situation.
Well, I would say like things that could help is just like finding other things to do, getting out the neighborhood, finding your little summer job, finding a mentor, and just staying busy. You know what I'm saying? The problem is a lot of the youth, it starts at home. So the way that people was raised is automatically set up for failure. So I know how that is. So like even with me growing up fatherless, mom addicted to dope, you know, I had to find ways, you know, my mother ended up getting clean, but as a teenager it's hard when you don't have nothing else around you but negativity. So it's just about staying busy, getting involved in extracurricular activities and getting little side jobs and moving around and knowing what friends not to hang with, not being a yes man, and just moving around. Going away to school instead of, you know, taking up a few classes at Olive Harvey and shit. You know, move around and just try to stay out of trouble.
Now, on another note, rather, you've been real busy. You know, you've been dropping singles that are crazy, videos. Tell Chicago what's been going on with you. What's the latest with y'all?
Well, right now, I'm working on my project, The Realest Bitch in It Reloaded, hosted by Don Cannon. It'll be dropping August 6th. I got a few songs that's on Oxygen Channel, so Bad Girls Club, you will hear a few of my songs on there, and I got another one coming up, so be on the lookout for that. And just dropping shit high, and where the niggas at, that video will be dropping soon. Pandora, Chella H, download my channel, just doing my shit.
You actually, I mean, you like one of the hardest working artists in the city of Chicago, and from where you came from, your story, your struggle, what are some words of advice to Chicago youth on how they can change it and not be like Chella, but do some of the things that you've done to better themselves?
Well, I tell the girls all the time, you know, I'm somebody who was pregnant at, you know, 15. I had a baby early, so I say try to not get pregnant because you have the opportunity to move around more. Like with me, you know, now it's like I'm reliving my youth again because I had to make a decision. Okay, either you go be a full-time mama or you go do your rap shit and be in the street. So I really put a lot of my street shit and my rap shit to the side and had to get my son in order. So I would say just try not to get pregnant, go to school, figure out what you love and just stay focused. Surround yourself with positive people. You know, a lot of females and guys, they have a bunch of people that's just send off. So you just want to stand out and just do you and stay focused.
Where can they reach you at if somebody want to get up with you?
Well, you can follow me on Twitter at Chella Chicago. That's CHELLA, Chicago, one word. Follow me on Instagram if you want to book me for a feature, appearance, hosting, whatever. Hit up bookchella8@gmail. And if you want to send me some tracks, hit up mermaidmafiaent@gmail. So I'm always taking beats. I don't care about the names. I just care about how hot the track is.
Nike the beat man, Chella H for UrbanGrindTV Street.
What's cracking? It's your girl Chella H, the first lady of Chicago. Shout out UrbanGrindTV. Y'all know what it is. Chella H, the first lady of Chicago. I'm getting it cracking. I run this shit. The realest bitch, Reloaded, dropping August 6th. Be on the lookout for that. Hosted by Don Cannon. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Chella Chicago, CHELLA Chicago, ChellaChicago.com, ChellaH.com. Get your Chella H merch. Y'all know what it is. Realest bitch in the dropping August 6th. Cheer.
Nike the beat man for UrbanGrindTV Street Order, hanging out with the one and only Bo Deal in the building. What's up, Bo?
Yeah, just working. What's good?
You, man. I checked you out at the Urban Grind party that we did the concert. You did your thing on stage. You rocked it, real tight show. Now we out here representing the street order. We're talking about the violence in the city of Chicago. So what is your take on it?
You know, the violence is like too far out of hand right now. So I mean, this is well needed and it's long overdue. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, you know, anything that we can do to give back to the community to try and save one life is something worth doing to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, we know it ain't gonna stop overnight, and we know these shorties ain't gonna put them guns down. They're gonna keep doing what they doing. But if the people in authority and the people that got followings and people that respect and listen to them can step up and just keep trying to drill it into their head that, you know what I'm saying, we ain't doing nothing but hurting ourselves. Maybe it can seep through to more than just that one. You know what I'm saying?
So what do you think are some of the contributing factors for the youth to just go out and do what they do nowadays?
You know, leadership. You know what I'm saying? Like, they locked up all of the leadership, like even with the gangs and all of that, and then the people that's in authority, they lost that respect by abusing the authority. You know what I'm saying? So once it's been so much dirt done on each side, it's hard to shake hands and leave it alone. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody kill your brother and somebody tell you to sit down and let the people handle that. You really gonna sit down? You know, it's hard. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I feel they pain and where they coming from. You know what I'm saying? It got too far out of hand and it's only getting worse. So this is well needed.
So what do you have going on? What's the latest for Bo Deal?
I just dropped Skeletons in My Closet last month. It's at 100-and-some thousand on live mixtapes. It's doing numbers on hot new mixtapes. It's doing numbers on that Piff and everywhere else. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to drop Thug Education 101 in August, you know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much gonna be my last mixtape that I'm just giving away the music like that. But it's really educating the thugs, like, you know what I'm saying? Letting them know, you know, the things that's going on. It's sort of like what we're doing right now. So it's a message behind this next tape that I dropped. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be hosted by DJ Moondog and Trapaholics, you know what I'm saying?
So if somebody want to find Bo Deal, where can they find you at?
At Bo Deal on Twitter, you know what I'm saying, at Bo Deal BSM on Instagram. You can Google Bo Deal, BoDealBooking.com, BoDealMusic.com for beats and everything. I'm out there. Twitter at Bo Deal. Get at me.
No doubt. Thanks for stopping by, my brother. It's always a pleasure.
Hey, listen, thanks for having me. UGTV, you already know I salute y'all. And this man right here, I salute him. We got to get something in, man. He playing. I'm with it. Bo.
No doubt. Like you to be, man. Hold it down. UrbanGrindTV.
47th Street, historical block. A lot of what went on this block. You know, you had Fluky Stove's barbershop over there. Just an enormous amount of wealth of history and knowledge on this block, man. And what we pretty much are doing is following up with this street order movement. You know, bringing order to the street, call to action to stop all senseless killings and shootings, and increase the peace. And at the foundation of these problems, we realize that a lot of this is stemming from us being displaced. A lot of displaced people, you know, a lot of these buildings being torn down and people just spread out all over the city. We standing in front of the Rosen Wall right now. This is a historic building. You know that? Yeah. Historic building. These brothers right here, they've been around since whenever, you know what I mean? So they kept me out of the trouble, kept me on the right path, you know what I mean? So now I can stand before y'all today with a solution, which is street order. We are the solution. We're united in peace. And that's what we standing on.
My name is Courtney Jones. From the south side of Chicago, low end. The Ickes, which used to be one of the worstest places in Chicago at a point in time. And the way Chicago is right now, it's just, I don't call it shy rap. I call it shy ignorance. So the youth in Chicago right now is just like so far behind within a mental state. There's just so much violence in Chicago right now, period. Like the shop I work in, they broke in our shop the other day. You know what they take? They take a microwave. Nothing else but a microwave. That's why I call it shy ignorance.
My name's Demetrius Lewis, known as Meech. I grew up here down here on 39th Street, Persian Road. I come up with the projects of it's redeveloping now. I lived down here all my life. I seen a lot. Come from Mighty Be Well. I seen a lot of people die, a lot of things happen. I seen a lot of innocent kids get hurt over nonsense, little kids, little girls. They're trying to redo the area, make it a better community. But foster violence, we need to do something like the older folks, the guys my age, because these little guys out here, they ain't got no understanding what's going on. They out here just reckless, doing what they want, trying to kill people and don't care. We need more people my age, older guys, to come out here and talk to these guys. At least try to grab them up, talk to them. When they see them doing something wrong, holler at them. Tell them what's right. Tell them the consequences of everything, because everything got a consequence. Things you do, these kids gotta think. You gotta think, cause the jail system is bad out here. That's the last thing you wanna do is go to jail. And to prevent that, this revolving door that's going around with our black youth in this community, we need to stand up and talk to the kids and go to the parks and put more community centers around here. Get the kids something to do. How a lot of people come in and talk to them.
Hey, how you doing? My name's Tasha. You know, there's some people around here, they call me T-Mac out here. But you know, I've been living in Chicago. I'm 26 years old. I've been here for 26 years. And it's getting worse. The violence is getting worse and worse every day. You know, it's like everybody just killing everybody. All the people coming against each other instead of everybody being with each other. I feel like, you know, we all need to just stick together as a people, as a whole.
Yeah, I'm Mike from the lower end, south side, originated from 43rd Street. Yeah, there's a lot of crime going on in the neighborhood, man. And it's just senseless crime that needs to stop, man, you know. I've been around here a long time, like 40 years, you know. And basically, it just needs to stop, man. You know, all these kids getting killed, a lot of nonsense, violence going on. When I grew up, it was killing and stuff going on, but it wasn't like what's going on right now, you know.
Yeah, you know, my name's Freeman, I'm from 39th, from right here out of Be Well. Born and raised, man, I'm 21, still down here, went to Phillips, you know what it is, but you know, it's a lot of crime going on, a lot of stuff going on, a lot of young niggas killing and stuff, you know, ain't got nothing to do for them. When I was young, at least we had the center and all that, you could hoop and, you know, they used to throw tournaments at Mandrake. Now they ain't doing nothing but just tearing down, you know, just tearing the stores down where we hang at. Ain't got nothing for us to do but gang bang, you know, hustle and all that.
Yeah, what's up, man? My name Yola, man, but you know I'm Tommy, man. I'm from right here at the Well Projects, man. Been here, man, 22 years. Strong, man. It's changed, it's fucked up, real fucked up. Had a community going, had a violence rate coming up, you know what I'm saying? But it's just you gotta be strong to survive and make it, you know what I'm saying? So for me still to be here, and I came from over there, ain't even nothing no more, you know what I'm saying? Right over there ain't even nothing no more. I'm still right here, so you know, I'm blessed to be here.
I've been living around here 53 years. My name is O.C. on it. I've been around here all my life. They talking about stop the violence and all that shit. They don't get a black man no job. They take the black man out the house. They get the women a job. And they come about the black man no more to work. I've been here for years and years. And they taking everything away from a black man where the black man want to work. They come about we don't want to work. But ain't no such thing as we don't want to work. We will work, but when they take it away from you, they cut off all the programs. Cut down everything they do. They knock the black man down to the ground. Okay, how could you do something and then you sitting out looking in? The women's got the house. They doing all the work. So how could we work?
30 years old, man. I gotta be scared of a 19-year-old, 20-year-old. Ain't right. That's Chicago for you.
You know, one of the things that's key, the reason that we standing on the corner of 47th and Michigan at this brother newspaper stand, because this be our soapbox. He talking about the Rosenwald, and when you go further, like on State Street, you see where the Robert Taylor buildings have been torn down. This is where I ran for alderman at, down on this end. Now that the verdict has came down in the murder case of Trayvon, everyone is realizing that an end to senseless shootings and killings, including senseless shootings and killings of African Americans by African Americans. This movement is taking on a whole new thrust, pretty much like Emmett Till and Medgar Evers. You feel what I'm saying? And the fact of the matter is that now we all have to come together. Like his generation is laying down street order. We got to support them. That's what my organization United in Peace is about, because we had street orders in the 90s, okay, and it was called United in Peace.
We got a lot of black people come from this community, famous people. This is Bronzeville, from Chicago. This is where all the black people originated from the South, come right here on this strip. So many famous people lived up and down this strip. And we need to take advantage of that and think about what we can do and help these children that's out here doing other things. When they so talented, they could be out here playing basketball, all type of stuff. They don't have nothing to do. So when they out here have nothing to do, they're gonna find whatever, and it's gonna be trouble. Their parents need to talk to them and check their kids. But a lot of parents are scared of their kids because their kids growing up, swelling up at them, and they just let them go. And you got the other half of the parents who just don't care. They out here on drugs and they don't care. So their kids coming out here reckless. We need to make a change, do something around here, because this is a rich land. If we don't do something about this and handle our business and stand up as a black man in this community and keep this community, the white folks gonna take this. They've been trying to take it for years. I was in high school in '97, and they told us this was gonna happen. Nobody believed it, but nobody tried to better themselves and come up and do the right thing.
I'm hollering at my people, man, you know what I'm saying? Channel 25, man, let them know, man, how this is fucked up, man. I miss a lot of my people. I lost a lot of my people standing on this ground I'm standing on now. So it feel like kind of a blessing to say that. To be like I'm still here, and to say, man, I had a chance to tell y'all, man, y'all need to change this shit while y'all can, man. Ain't no more chance once you gone, man. You only got one time, man. It's like Pac-Man, he might got a lot of life when he get bit, he die though, right? So you know what I'm saying? My name Tommy. Once again, I'm from the Well Projects, 527 extensions, man. That's where I'm from. That's how I'm living. Speaking on, I've been to jail many times when this is the liquor store across the street here. and all that, you know what I'm saying?
Man on man working. Again, they put up there putting drugs into these young, putting drugs into the kids' hands, letting them drive around in the cars and shit. What can we do? The white man bring the drugs up, the government bring the drugs up here. We don't make no guns, we don't make no pistols. They bring this shit over here. And then get in the neighborhood, then bring the guns, they killing each other. Little kid, 14, 15-year-old kids talking about who game, who I run this block, I got that block. They full of shit. And I'm telling you the bottom line. We don't make guns. We ain't got nowhere to make no drugs. They bring this shit over here. The government do this shit. So don't come here and blow no smoke up our ass talking that bullshit, because I don't want to hear it.
Somebody got to do something. Like today, I was on the bus earlier, going where I was going, trying to handle my business, and the guy made a point. 10 women standing up and the whole bus full of guys sitting down. Took him to say something to the whole bus, and everybody, all the men stood up and let these elderly women sit down. But if nobody don't say nothing, then ain't nothing gonna happen. We need that. We need our people to stand together, come together as one, and sit down and see what's the plan. Put together something so the kids can look forward to something instead of running around here trying to snatch iPhones, get high on kush, and get mad and ready to shoot anybody who say something or look crazy to them. It's not the way. They don't understand it, but when they get to understand it, it's too late because they be in that system. They be locked up and it's hard to get up out of there. Once you get in there, it's easy to get in trouble, hard to get out. I just got out, day before Thanksgiving. A blessing.
You ain't going back.
And I ain't going back. I've been down there to holler at my parole officer today and running around trying to get in classes and programs. I've been doing what I can. Yeah, because I'm not trying to get back out here, do anything to get back in that system.
The thing is this here. If Congressman Rush and Congressman Danny Davis and Congressman or Congresswoman Robin Kelly say that they want to take a delegation to go to the penitentiary to see Larry Hoover and Jeff Ford to do a fact-finding mission and take a doctor with them as well as someone from the United Nations Human Rights Commission and go and meet with Larry Hoover and take someone from TV One with them, which they should make Al Sharpton a part of the delegation. Let Larry Hoover be able to talk into this camera, holding his grandbaby, and let it be known that he believes in public safety for his children, his grandchildren, his wife, and hope that all those that say that they honor and respect him will join with him as fathers and grandfathers as we are, to let it be known that we're working with the community in its totality to tell those that's engaged in senseless shootings and killings, raping women and children, the disrespecting and robbing of the elders, that there's no honor, love, or respect from you, for you, on these streets, or behind them walls. That'll make a hell of a difference. It'll let them know that just like the street order that he's speaking of, in short, it means that there's consequences for your actions, not a reaction.
Well, even if I had the power to invest into Chicago city streets, I'll put the projects back up. I'll put them all back in this little box, which ain't gonna help no violence, but I think it'll help Chicago streets. I bring the death penalty back, which killing ain't right. I think the death penalty will give our youth some type of awareness. What you doing and the outcome of it. Chella ain't doing nothing for them. So maybe the death penalty is a scam. That's why it's called shy ignorance.
Everybody needs to just find out how to love each other. That's what we missing out here. We missing the love. We just need to learn how to come together and stop killing each other because it's nonsense. You know, ain't nobody Ain't nobody killing each other for a good reason out here. It's not even a good reason to kill anybody anyway. You know, and I feel like people just need to stop the violence, you know. That's my opinion on it, and the best way we can do it is just to reach out to each other, lend a helping hand, speak to each other when you walk past. Hello, how you doing, sister? How you doing, brother? You know, that's what we is out here. We sisters and brothers, but we not acting like it. We need to show more respect for each other. You know, that's my opinion. This T-Mac. Holla at your girl.
Community is the community. Just like you go up north, they're not letting a lot of McDonald's up in their neighborhoods. It's gonna bring down it's gonna bring down their community. And then we could do the same thing, but we gotta stick together and come together as one. Cause everybody doing their own things, not giving a care about nothing. Then you're gonna have the same revolving door with our kids and our youth going to jail, killing each other. We gotta make a change. We bring more black people in the community to help the community out, set up centers to get kids to jobs and put them on this sports team, something to do for the summer. We'll be better.
Ultimately, need to come together. They need to have a lot of activities for the kids and something for the kids to do to keep them busy, you know. Try to help out with jobs. All that stuff play a part. You need parents in the house. Not just the mom, you need the mother and the father, you know. The community got to come together. It takes the community to raise a kid and a family. So basically, that's what needs to be done, man, you know.
All they got to do is just do the right thing. This Job Corps office, you can go to Job Corps. They send you all over Indiana, Cincinnati, Ohio, Cleveland, New York, Pennsylvania, Tennessee, anywhere they go get you a train and get you some money, and you'll have a train for the rest of your life. Bricklaying, carpentry, they got electronic, they got tool and die opening for you. They got all type of opportunity for a person to get out. You gotta do want to do it. But we ain't gonna allow the game banging down there. We're gonna keep it peace down here. A lot of young teenagers come to us with advice and we give it to them the right way. And that's how you solve the solution of keeping them game back, keeping them in schools and programs going around. But we need more help. We don't get no help beside us. We can't do it ourselves. You know? So we try to keep the violence down on 47 down here. And that's what we try to do with Brother Gator, help us keep it down.
The way a person can prevent a lot of this violence, prevent it, is by getting jobs out to a lot of these young black people, because a lot of these people out here and kids out here, period, in this nation ain't got no guidance, ain't got no people who want to give them jobs, teach them how to do this and be this and do that. You know what I'm saying? They want them just to go out here and make the money you're going to make it, so they doing what they know how to do. That's as shooting as that, but they can prevent it by getting more jobs out, getting more little summer jobs, more little fundraisers, throw little things the kids can make their own without having to be out here and try to find a way to make it, you know what I'm saying? And I think that'll prevent a lot of the bull that's out here right now, you know what I'm saying?
I think they could probably stop the violence off, probably, you know, giving back to the streets. Everybody who made it, giving back, you feel me? Don't forget where you came from, man. Come help out, come up to these schools and stuff. You feel me? Donations, you feel me? Do something for these people, you feel me? Then just get them, leaving them out here, you know, I'm out here walking. We out here walking and riding, just looking, you know, for bullshit. Ain't got nothing to do with our time, you feel me? So, you know what it is, 03939, out of B Wells.
Yeah, man, I'm down here with Museum 44 and UrbanGrindTV, man. We out here spreading this ism, man. You know what I'm saying? Trying to increase the peace and exercise a bit of street order. I'm down here on the low end of Chicago, man. Right over here is where the wells used to be. You know what I'm saying? I knew some real outstanding, well, I still know some real outstanding brothers. You know, some geniuses, whips up top. You know what I'm saying? It came from that environment. And at the end of the day, man, gentrification, that shit fuck everybody up, because you got certain people that have a certain lifestyle or a certain upbringing, and then you just throw them in a situation where they somewhere else that's distant, something that's foreign to them and shit. And you know, the people that in these different environments might have a different upbringing or different concepts in which they abide by different laws and policies, or you know, just different rituals and things of that matter. So when you got, you know, differences colliding, coming together, man, it's a good chance there's gonna be some altercations. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers talking about how bad Chicago murder rate is now, what's going on now. But this shit been going on. It just wasn't as publicized, because once upon a time it was behind gates and it was in buildings that went up in the sky. They wasn't spread it out and shit. Now spread it out, now everybody alarmed. At the end of the day, man, once they taught us to hate Africa, they taught us to hate ourselves and shit. We was shorties looking at PBS saying, Africans with flies and shit flying all on them and looking like they real fucked up. And you looked at it like, man, Africa a great place, or Africa this and that, but fuck that, I don't even want to be around that shit, you know what I'm saying? So with that right there inflicted self-hate in all of us. So if you could look in the mirror and not be happy with what you see, how you gonna look at your neighbor down the street that look just like you or might have the same complexion and show him love and shit? So at the end of the day, man, we just gotta start spreading love. We gotta start spreading knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. We gotta teach these young ladies about Madam C.J. Waka, who was the first black millionaire, balling out of control, you know what I'm saying? Selling hair care products and shit before we let other ethnicities slide in and take over the concept and shit, you know what I'm saying? The thing is, with African Americans, man, we gotta learn how to establish economic and political control of our communities and learn how to support each other, you know? Don't look at it as, oh man, my man got a stove, so I know I can go there and get something for free. He just gonna look out for me and this and that. Man, business can't win like that if you constantly giving things out for free. You know what I'm saying? Let's support each other. That way, you know, you support this business, he can give you some game to start yours, and we all can do things collectively. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy as hell how we don't even spend money in our own community or with our own. You know what I'm saying? Because every other ethnicity, they can come in our communities and just set up shop, and we'll feel more comfortable shopping with them than we do our own and shit. So shit like that gotta change, man. We gotta get rid of the hatred for one another, show love, man, and show prosperity, because at the end of the day, we all can come up and we all can overcome and shit, you know what I'm saying? It's like, we gotta stop looking at us and them. It's we all together, man, and if ain't nothing showed y'all that shit, man, that Trayvon Martin shit should really show y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is an unjust country that we living in and shit, and as long as they keep us divided, they can keep us controlled, they can keep us fucked up, you know what I'm saying? And with the modern day prison system that's going on, that shit slavery, you know? They lock up young black men and shit, throw them in there, or just young people in general and shit. Now they got them working for shit, $20 a week or whatever and shit, and they doing the same jobs that AT&T or General Electric have to pay a motherfucker $20, $25 an hour and shit. So they winning like a motherfucker. You got General Electric, Interscope Records, goddamn it, Universal Records investing in the prison system and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's one of the most fastest growing stocks on the market and shit, you know? The CCA and the DEA, they all together, man. We just gotta wake up, man, and unite and try to do what's right, man, and spread this ism. Church is definitely on the move, and now you in the vision. Church.
Rap niggas ain't tryna have no real beef. You a rapper, that's the difference between you and me.
Something about these niggas today, they all fake and phony. Talking about a life they ain't live, they so fake and phony. Real recognize real, that's real. This life we live so true. Our whole team we eatin', money over here we gettin'. Screaming from the top of the world. Screaming from the top of the world.
Dream, I had to check 9. Ain't nobody get my ass a thing, I had to check mine. Every day I had a line like it's check time. I'm on the block getting money now, fucking next time. In and out of jail, but fuck it, that's the way of life. I ain't up with living with nothing, so I was moving white. And I had a team of go-getters with me. I'm talking stone cold killers, wasn't no whole niggas with me. And I only fuck with real niggas.
Watching UGTV.
Hey guys, this is Waka V from UrbanGrindTV. I'm here with Mary Datcher, founder of Global Mix. She has an event coming up next week, and tell us about this event.
Well, we're really excited because we had the 7th annual Global Mix Music and Film Forum coming up, and we've been doing it for the last 9 years. Had a little break and from 09 to 12, and kicked it back up last year again with great, overwhelming response. So we're really excited again to host it here in Chicago, and we bring a lot of cool people to the city and to participate on some of the panels and workshops and showcases.
Tell me about these workshops and showcases.
Well, what we have going on is that we have Saturday, August 17th, we're hosting the first film forum being hosted at the Ice Lawndale Theaters on the west side, and we really want to give a great community give back to what we've been doing over the years with the forum. You know, it started out as an actual DJ retreat back in 2005, and we've grown it to just really encompass more educational forums, workshops. The film forum takes place between 12 noon to 6:30, where we're actually going to have 2 workshops, one in filmmaking and distribution, and the second one in music video production, as well as showcasing really cool, like 5 films, short films that young filmmakers have submitted to us. So we're really excited about that Saturday. And then we kind of flow into August 18th, that Sunday, where we'll be hosting our annual music forum at Lacuna Artist Lofts in the Pilsen Art District area. So we have a lot going on.
Tell us how I would participate, anyone would participate in this event.
Well, basically, it's open to all ages. That's one thing that we really want to make very known. In the previous years, it's been pretty exclusive. We have people from Kanye West to Common, co-chair. We've had people like Lil Scrappy, Chris Lighty from, former manager of 50 Cent, and we've had people like Red Alert. We've had people like the head of music director Kelly G, who's also a Chicago native, co-chair. We've had some really cool people over the years. We've had Ludacris come in and just do a lot of wonderful, cool things with the organization. We've had platinum and Grammy award-winning producers and songwriters, and we're actually making sure that we keep that standard alive. It's not your typical conference, it's not your typical meet and greet. It really is a very solid conference that encompasses a songwriting and vocals workshop, which features songwriter Crystal Nicole, who's written for Mariah Carey and Monica. We have hometown favorite Teresa Griffin on the panel. We have great soulful artists like Kendrick the Family Soul, and then we flip it over to the hip hop side, and we have a great workshop hosted by Naki the Beatman, as well as Drummer Boy and Nael Shahid, who's known for producing Chance the Rapper. We can go on and on. Steve Still Curly's actually overseeing the production panel for the house and EDM portion, and we have business licensing and publishing panels. We have a DJ panel hosted by Jamal Smalls, featuring some really cool DJs from not only Chicago but from around the country. So we have a really dope weekend, and then we have a great conversation with a DJ legend, Grandmaster Jay, who's been known to be on tour with Wu-Tang Clan, to Eric B. and Rakim, to Mary J. Blige, some really in-depth folks and media and press on board. So we're hyped. We're really hyped about this.
I'm hyped too. Sounds like you have some great people coming out. Where do you see this going in the next few years?
Well, since we're on our 7th year and we've pretty much branded ourselves around the country and within the music industry, we've been pressured to kind of move it to other cities. But I'm from Chicago, West Side, native to my heart, travel around the world, but it's something about Chicago that makes it very unique. It's a beautiful city. It has a different complexity of cultures and diversity in the music scene. It has a rich history of music, from Shaka Khan to Etta James to Jerry Butler to even some of your rock bands like Cheap Trick and other bands that have really taken hold and have gotten a global and international presence. And we want to really reflect that to modern day, to the modern day movement. When you have Chance the Rapper and you have all these other artists that are being signed, and King Louie, and some of our key artists that are being premiered, Doe Street Entertainment, it's our music title, hometown label, and they're coming up and they have great roster of artists that will be premiered over the weekend, from E-Day to Mush Millions to Kula, and then we have Shorty Low coming in to perform that Sunday night. So you have a lot of different people from all over the country, and that's a rarity that you find on the urban scene. We don't discount the other music gatherings, but it's rare that you find one that can encompass hip-hop and R&B, even reggaeton to house, and we really want to bring that all together and fuse it together. So that's what Global Mix is about. It's not so much being in an international forum, it's about having an international mindset and making sure that we infuse a lot of different music genres together.
So tell us how this all came together. It seems really interesting.
Well, it's an interesting story. I can probably go on, but I won't. We started back actually in 2004, and the first horror DJ retreat took place in Chicago, and it was organized by myself and the founder, Tony Neal. And it kind of kicked off that way. I noticed that outside of the core DJs, we really wanted to focus in also on other DJ coalitions, from the heavy hitters to Murder Mommies to Bomb Squad, Affiliates, Turntable Assassins, Club Bangers from Toronto. And so we decided Core would do their thing, and then I formulated Global Mix to encompass all the DJ coalitions, and we would fly them out. And over the years, we've had some really great DJs, from DJ Enough to DJ Drama to Ferris to Timbuktu to DJ Ram out of Philly to DJ Cut out of St. Louis to all these amazing DJs. Latin Prince, who's now Gaga's DJ. We really wanted to brand that in a way where not only did we want to bring them to Chicago, where we're not always going to their city, but they can come to ours, and we can show them why we are on the map music-wise. But what's important about Global Mix is why we need to be on the map business-wise. So that's the difference, and this is where we kind of started, and this is where we're evolving.
How can anybody contact you and get tickets, any of that info?
Oh, absolutely. Right now, we're, a few days out. It's still not too late. I know people, they hurry up and try to find out as much information, and you can visit our website at Global Mix with 2 X's, music.com, or you can find us on Eventbrite. They're one of our marketing partners, so you can purchase tickets online at Eventbrite as well. You can also call us at 312-772-MIX with 2 X's, or if you just can't find the letters, it's 312-772-6499. So we're accessible. You can find us on Twitter at Global Mix. You can find us on Facebook. We just finished, wrapped up a really nice artist giveaway on Reverb Nation, where we'll be featuring 2 of the artists on our artist showcase that happens Sunday evening on the rooftop of Lacuna. So we're really excited. We have actually a couple performance slots available. So if you performers out there, doesn't matter what genre, if you just want to go out there and perform and you have your package together, give us a call and we may be able to have a couple performance slots available. Just call us or just go ahead and attend the forum, learn and network, get your resources together, and we're here. It's going to be a great event for the weekend.
Alright guys, you heard it. GlobalMixMusic.com. Sign up, get there, do what you need to do. Stay tuned, UrbanGrindTV.
I'm 2 Zans, fucking kickstand. Afraid of heights, but I stay high, stay fly. Smoke these clips till my brains fry and my thoughts go dry. Pole pippin' like do or die, tipping foes like Thug It On. Smoke more kush than Khalifa, spit the word like a preacher. I just bought a pound, about to go down. Got white and brown liquor, about to make a movie motion picture. Bring couple bad bitches, my niggas. We got backwoods and switches. We got mileage in that activists. My high, I can't miss. Get fucked up, everybody go ratchet, bitch.
I'm drinking on some activists, I'm drinking on some activists. I'm smoking on exotic shit you never seen a girl do. I'm drinking on some activists, I'm drinking on some activists. I'm smoking on exotic shit you never seen a girl do.
I'm fucked up, I'm fucked up.